Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in for another video. Super excited to get into this. No, I'm not. It's bad news. I'm not excited about this. This is about the Pro trip. I've been all over the forums, as I'm sure you are too, the Ford Lightning forums, and what's trending now is the people who had their most recent invite to order on this current wave were not allowed to order the Pro, and this is being served to them as if it's sold out. So while this is still not officially something the public can view, it's just those who've made their order have announced this. So it's still a very gray area of what's happening. And if we remember what happened the last time the Pro sold out for the 22 model year, Ford barely touched it. So we're not going to get official answer from Ford. So that's where a video like this comes in, where I can present, well, here's what my theory is, and I can at least tell you guys what's going on. So we're going to get into that today. So hopefully you guys are, I think there's like a slight chance that it's not sold out. I'll just spoil it right there. So we'll get into all that. Let's go. Okay, a little context, right? So if you recall, a couple weeks ago, they started wave ordering again, much like they did for the 2022 model year. What happened is the Pro, so people who extended their Pro reservation got the very first invite. Whoa, do you hear that thunder? It's storming, if you can't tell. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the audio. And also, yeah, I know I'm on a new mic. I broke my camera, so yeah, I need help. Thanks. Let's get back to it though. What I was trying to say, those who already got to order were people who have extended their Pro trip. And then just on the 24th, a couple days ago, today's Sunday, so 2 or 3 days ago, people got to order the XLT trim. And what it looked like is, so if you recall back again, you had your option to do your orders, and if it was already sold out, you could click extend my reservation under the trim that you wanted. So like I just said, the Pro people who clicked extend my reservation, I want the Pro, they got to come in and order in that first wave. Wave number 2, again, just happened. And when they got there, they could not downgrade. Everyone could upgrade. They could go to a higher trim, but the XLT people in this last wave could only get an XLT and higher. Now, before we get into, why is this happening, it's important to mention that these people also are those who were able to get last year's pricing. That's what Ford did as a grace period. So those who chose to extend their reservation, they're not subject to this new pricing change that went up almost $7,000 to $8,000. So that's why I think there's a sprinkle of good news. I think they're only letting the people get the Pros at last year's price. Pros at last year's price. That's a lot of poppin' peas. I think they're doing this as to not let people all downgrade and buy Pros at that cheaper price. If you recall, part of the reason that Ford raised the prices or sourced why they raised it is because the material costs going up, and especially on a model like the Pro where they're barely breaking even as is, they don't want all these people who extended their reservation to then all go funnel into the Pro. So again, this is theory. This is not official. I need to make sure there's a disclaimer here. So this is just my theory. That's why they are not letting people who extended the XLT to now downgrade. Now everyone can upgrade, and it makes sense. They want people in the Lariats. They've made that very clear by just saying it's their most popular model, by extending extra orders for the Lariat. So yes, you can upgrade, but they're not letting anyone downgrade. So this is all very important information, because starting in 2 weeks roughly, it's not official, we just know mid-September, they said, orders will open for wave 3, which is not going up to the Lariat and the Platinum trim. It's actually going out to those actual in the bank with no rules. So there's a chance when that opens up, remember that starting in September, that's when they're getting people who are paying at these new prices. And I know that sounds a little confusing. Let me just recap really quick. Remember, wave 1, people who extended their Pros were allowed to order the Pro or higher. Wave 2, people who extended at the XLTs. This Wave 2 came in, they were only able to order at the XLTs and higher. Now what we've been told is that this third wave that is not happening yet, but happening mid-September, where I actually myself am told I might be part of that wave, if not the wave after that. I do believe there's a chance that it will unsell out. Does that hopefully make sense? However, what sold out was just the Pro at the old pricing. I'm going to say this a third time. This is my theory. I can't guarantee this. But let's say that it is okay. There's still something that we should know, especially if you're hoping to get this Pro model. Now, some viewers of my channel, thank you guys so much, by the way. Please subscribe if you're not. We're a happy family here. Nothing bad ever happens here, and I never screw up what I'm trying to say. Subscribe. Anyway, the email I got was a great screenshot. I really appreciate that he sent this to me, and it's on the screen now, and this shows exactly what it looked like for the Pro folks. So this was the Wave 1 when they wanted to order the Pro. Now, they didn't say it was sold out here. However, you could see there's further incentive for people to upgrade with this estimated delivery. Now, they're saying autumn 2023. That is over a full year away. So people who were part of that first Pro order, they might have said it's sold out because it's over a year away. And this is, again, very important because I could guess that when those of us start to make it into Wave 3 and Wave 4 to do our ordering, even if the Pro is allowed again, we really got to remember there's a very strong chance that it could be a long wait for these Pro models. So we got a lot to look out for when this Wave 3 and Wave 4 and so on kicks off. But I really got to stress this part, that if it really is sold out, that is the biggest L for Ford forever. It's just extremely disappointing if that is the case. They raised the prices as is. They're still saying it's a $40,000 vehicle on their website when that's just not true. I hate that that's still on there. So we've kind of already coped with the raise of pricing. We've accepted that there's probably going to be a tax credit, which kind of cancels it out. However, it's still just kind of a bummer. And then furthermore, we are now seeing the trims that are, affordable not actually be available. So it's just a really bad look for Ford right now. So maybe I'm being overly optimistic saying just there's no way they would sell out the Pro and not give anyone a chance to order it other than people who were supposed to order last year. But that could happen, so we need to be prepared for both options. And just to do a quick summary, here's the possible outcomes, right? So one, it's what I just said. They really are sold out, and it was just people who extended their reservation last year and clicked Pro that got a chance to order one for 2023. Option number two, they are letting people from reservation 1 who already ordered the Pro get their Pros, and they gave them the extended range because they're getting it at a lower price. So they're moving them to the end of the line. There's a chance they're doing something like that, and that's why they're saying it's over a year away. Or three, they're all at the end of the line, but there will still be a chance for those of us in orders 3, 4, and so on to get the Pro and join them in line at the end of the road. But I doubt any of these scenarios will be the Wave 3 opens up and all of a sudden you can get a Pro soon. Bare minimum, we are over a year away from anyone who has not gotten a Pro to get a Pro. That's just what it's looking like. Unless Ford really can hit just some grind and determination and the willingness to make a cheaper truck for people, it's just not looking like we'll be there that soon. All this is subject to change. I really want to make that clear. A lot of this was theory. It's just putting together pieces that I've seen. So hopefully you guys are with me and understand that that's where I'm coming from in this video. However, I don't know. It's adding up for me anyway. So hopefully we find out more information soon. And of course, this is the place to stay subscribed if you want to learn more about it. And hey, we have a live stream this week. I'm probably posting this video on Monday, which means tomorrow, if you're watching this the day I released it, we're having a live stream with Joe Herzog and Mitchell Watts from Town and Country TV. Be sure to tune in. It'll be 5 p.m. Eastern, and it'll be a good time. It'll be right on this channel, and we'll probably talk about this more. So if you want to tune in for that, I bet Mitchell will have some good insight. I bet Joe has a lot to say since he subscribed to the Pro, and has wanted the Pro since day one. I'm very curious of what they have to say, so we'll talk about that. There's other cool stuff to dive into, so I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys set your calendars and join us. It'll be a good time. And with that, I'm going to end today's video and just thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I really enjoy making these for you. So every time you subscribe, every time you like and comment, you motivate me to keep making a couple more of these. So I really appreciate it. I sincerely mean it. Thank you guys again. You know what? I'll leave you with a question. What do you think about this? I'd love to hear more thoughts, because this was a little bit of a more theory video, and I'm not necessarily reporting, news, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And I'd especially love to know, what are you guys doing right now? I've heard a lot of interesting stories of people who are just going to wait. They're holding on to the reservation, but they purposely chose the Pro, for instance, because it's a year out. And that's something that they like. Maybe that is something you like, because with these new prices, you're unsure if you're ready to commit. Hey, that's not a bad thing that it's a year out then. You could mull it over, or maybe sock a couple extra grand away. So, maybe there's a bright side to this after all. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave it in the comments, and I'm pretty prompt on answering, or at least giving you a thumbs up. So thank you guys. I'll stop rambling here. Appreciate everything. Bye.